Thank you, Simone. So a cough. Life is starting over again. Watching the gratuitous finale is the model representation of the earth, imagined sitting in a recliner with yesterday's news still covering its sleeping face. The beginnings of things are best. The trash can filled colorful popsicle sticks float sticky on top. This morning's cartoons run commercial-free, occasionally breaking a few babies through the ever-shattering picture window. It may have been made up to seem otherwise, but my involvement in the movement is tenuous. Unbridled outrage is greater than solidarity means. I bought a medicinal cocktail. Suddenly, there was no longer a reason to drink. If there wasn't a single way to laugh, outlined by the original cast, while they re-glued together their old similarities as if they were building themselves a personal hell. So a cough. I did myself from what I did. I did myself from what I did, so to whom is done. I did myself from what I did, so to whom is done to none. I did myself from what I did, so to whom is done to none, then is anon. Then to return the structure of a name to the structure of a name of myself, and what I did to none, I did to so myself, so none is to so a some. Summary to some, direct summer into the affect, then return to populate the fringes of use as into me. So the whips to me were, if only me were the whips, were we, and we to ourselves from what we did and do, and though I is anon, none is some. So this is kind of like, I was reading through my poems today, and I wanted to read a poem that reminded me of, Christopher Columbus, because he's an asshole. So this is that poem. It's very, very far away. Impressions of I started out. There must be star system, thee is trouble. Managed to wrangle triple elves, shirtless in this land, massive trouble bootlegged by sea into a local reservoir. From whence magic, it's all magic. Maybe I read wrongly in a flapper journal thrown highway side, drone wash of dust storm dreamland. Copernicus made a Ptolemy blush, hard the night like trouble stoned. Not that it's not natural when brush fire hairdo yop too sore from all the dragons and the false explorer whose elliptical machine runs away. Is made of something more thoughtful than these rightful indigenous plumage telling a wasted yarn tough to roll over the former end of the world. Hope that you'll rescue for so many wait here, ignore my rhine-gold countenance and darkened maiden's discordant leitmotif makes for woven elevator staffs. So much to brighten my routine escort quest from the mountain of some godly loon to the saddest mall in the country where the claw game is greased, where all we repair to my ahoy, my video camera adjusting ring, focus returns my blank to make my something was my all along. The Greeks. Dearest out of sleeping sea, sickness at night, naturally trying to force a few hours down through the drain, reminders encouraging to sit down at the bottom of the tub just to see my living pole. I've cherished that clot more than that poem for Jean Grey, my telepathic Grace Kelly. Airmail stamps that drop out of time into the aqueduct's overflow. There's nothing funny about this. Where's my complimentary beverage on the way down? Where's the mythic blue jay shitting out the sky? We're lost without a medium in which to plunge away and displace ourselves from the galactic ski lodge arbitrarily imagined far, far away. Look at me. So unrooted, never a dull moment when you have one. In your backyard, this is the best party I've been to in a long, long time. There's a parade to the forum today, and even I can't lie about that. Where does the bloodless emperor hide himself inside my coat? Close enough to run his fingers to the swarthy proctor of my heart. What catastrophe emanates soundlessly from the horn of my neck, calls the beat? Come over for dinner, burnished from the rains of unconditional love. Crumbles hands the stone dark sentry, just another shadow in the corner of the apartment. Mumbles grifted, then given too much credit as his. The Greeks in our flax-hewn smocks. It is some summer Sunday, here at the ladder's top rung, clogging the gutter with sand-filled mementos. As it is always, though, the Elizabethans will eventually call this dying before we do. Untitled. Yo, Papa. Good day. It's not in my nature to struggle when my body is an ocean as the ocean. No more stubborn than is a wish. Good morning. Funny, my ocean is in a stroller, crying for quiet ways to end this without rolling away. I'd like to cancel this motif when I look back. Always going the way that is always in the direction of one or the other, the ocean or the ocean. Sadly, my ocean covers itself, no tear any different than any other. Glass of overnight water left transparent to convalesce the low pool around its glass ankle. A savanna, neither ocean nor desert, but glass, like some immaculate unknown shrapnel planet lost in the spinning dark, narrowly weaving a dark cover to hide under. Passing, we wish there were sunshine crawling into bed with us. The sad world's unlucky radar. Via live stream displays, the lips of gravity pulling down, each closing eye to its very shore. And darkened neck bent at a tired seam into a crescent, hopefully drained away or never. No one exactly knows. Yours is too much for any one of us here. All right, now we're gonna get weird. What I would do for today. What I would do for today doesn't measure up. End. Raving. This Style, Season 1. Outro music, Slumberland. Why did I throw that orange over the fence? Now I have to pay the dog for his food. Call the same number. Enter, minor invisible demon. It's the only one I have, still by heart. Allegretto in 2, 3, 4, 2. But no one picks up. Enter, angry neighbor, behind thin sheetrock. Invisible. Cries for 2 minutes. Pause for years, then cries for 30 seconds. Last day of Season 2. Harvest, dust-thin tuxedo, enough by heart, sweat clean, little thumper through. Exit little thumper, in a little thumper, exit little thumper, in a little thumper, etc. times 100. The vellum here is so thin I can see it moving underneath. Those are birds. Struggles. Burr. Burr. Exit young prince and others. Man was in the forest. I don't know where to put all these receipts, throws up. Look at them hanging there. Post, post, post again, repost, interpost. Meow, meow. Some good news at last. Loss of personality, resilience. My can is well lit. Christmas lights hung up just like home. And I make a surprisingly good tennis partner to myself. Blue pins, red pins, blue pins, red pins, blue pins, red pins. Thank you for them all. Exit post. Do you have 1981 or 1955? Intro music, if you get it. BVM, BMW. I like the classy role play. A tuft of feathers called the sun. Now where's my food? From the back we hear running water, though it's just someone you know. She is singing. She looks out. Oh, why won't you just stop? Play dead. Oh, okay, I didn't know. She exits in a beam flight. The light splits the vellum. The light splits the tuxedo. The light splits the receipts. The light splits the dial. Season 3. The light splits in half. All of you on this side, and the rest of you there. I'm sorry. So sorry. Cries. I'll visit. I promise. The Inferno. Charged. What? Charged. What? Why? Enter, demon. It's about time I read Dante. Opens the rulebook. 1, math is hard. I'm always freezing up halfway done with all these problems. I can't even describe, I'm just so tired. Too tired. Tired driving. Enter high beams. Sobs. Exit drain. And now it's a pretty dark scene. Charged. What? Comes out of this anxiety. The fuckheads in the forest again. The trees bleeding in the wind. This could be the saddest thing. Some trees touching fucker tips into a newsprint hat. What? Heaven dries someone else's eyes. Rolling march, Saturn tempo. Now that the regent has arrived, enter with pearly baubles lubed like household names. Only a knight errant struggles, rusty. Can serve them as charitable contributions in full disclosure. Though the custody over his own agency remains at large, his windows have no glass, and the opera house he has built sees no weather. The ceiling's only reflection. The gilded sparrow's rapture meme. Exit thunder. A modern analog for beauty scion. Endless variations on a theme. As. Wait. Text message death threats from the sun. Simply die or burn. Good morning. There it is again. Wake. Face lost out the window. Setting. Eastern European tour cell. Provoke. Active. What? Enter. At work. Compare class the sex industry to fascism. Wake. Air supply drops more pillows. Deepens rest indefinitely beneath the surface, only more surface, the cleanliness of the windows facing into one another. Wake, Prez. Debate, action. What is all this moaning this morning? A screaming comes across the sky. Don't mind the chandeliers. Yes, just chandeliers. Mid-afternoon stars, trailing Ken. No problem. Stone, magic criminal. Reading this on a mobile? They don't want to read huge text, he says grindingly. Enjoy the air. The snow, before and after. Peaceful terrorism. Right slogan, right ass, right object, right as, right shield, right lines, across, etc. Enter for granted diamond. Exchange name tags. Just a little soft surrealism in the morning. I know exactly what your skeleton looks like. Frozen yogurt. This is what we have that's ours anymore. Wake in ceremonious plate glass flat spin of the phantom zone. Laughs. Wake, sissy. Text message. She is the weapon. Rinse, mouth. Here's where I left it. The hero's welcome to the gun show, where the metal is still hot. Rinse, sun. Just a mood ring worn around the world. Rinse, as. The whole block bounces where I walk, for I am the sun. If rinse off, everything else is the sunny day. But I am not the sun. Everything else is. Club scene for Jennifer Twain. Enter Walt. And now it seems to me the beautiful uncut hair of graves. Exit Waltz. Enter. I want to soak my legs in a vainglorious rental jacuzzi, like a potted plant left on a patio, under the whole summer ahead. Enter. The views from here, it's like cars running us over. Miraculously only spelled with autocorrect. I have a longing to be corrected. I found a spot right here, the color of the undercurrent pointing it out across the raspberry heart tub. Enter, all eyes. Another lost soul stumbles its way into another committee meeting. The soul's rebel hype makes disco out of despair. And the dance floor rising like cake that must be eaten quickly unless it fill the hall and smother everyone. Cake, cake, for everyone. Enter. Can you see from where you are? I ask myself. Enter. Text message. No one opened their eyes, there were no eyes. They were wearing infinite rings, loose and slipping to the floor. Rings, ring, wake, wave. They follow the resounding peal of each other, mimicking distinct and recursive the swaying mutism of their personal language's orchestra, through each of their infinite lives, as if the sun were making beats, and we bounce just like this. They'll never take me away. They, the naked Milou, with their Mickey Mouse Goya expressions, flexing code, they'll never take me away. Enter marauders. They'll never take me away. Enter plea. They'll never take me away. Enter pedestrian stranger. They'll never take me away. Enter some recalcitrant feeling toward. They'll never take me away. Enter verdict. They'll never take me away. Enter strings. They'll never take me away. Enter horns. They'll never take me away. Enter waltz. They'll never take me away. Enter by the grace, the door heavily gated. They'll never take me away. Enter a rare peacefulness that dampens opaque by lamplight, the undering dim and like a scene in ugly Mediterranean limbo. Then the sin dropped from the sky as though blinked out. Many years to understate the consideration how much current weight held right. Fall into place was the dust, and the cornea grave was in cataract cloudy. Days that feel themselves up like in limbo because was under contract in the air where else never seen it, so can't take it. And the other did it rain, did that fall, right, that pile of water right there, goodbye, goodbye, hands up, goodbye.